Wanted to share with you what I'm up to with the Canon 5D Classic, how I've enhanced it and what I'm now using it for. So anyone watching my channel for some time knows that I got the 5D Classic from my father. Well, since then I got a second battery and I got the battery grip, because the battery grip gave me more power but also gave me a vertical grip. But I was still suffering with the lens that came with it, which was a 35 to 70mm zoom lens, but it wasn't a very good quality lens and was always giving very poor images. Well, I fixed that and I got myself a 40mm f2.8 EF STM lens. This is a really nice lens. I was very lucky, I got it second hand, but I got it from a camera company in Munich who has internet products, and so I can only assume, because it came with the box, it was absolutely untouched, I can only assume that it was returned by someone who didn't like it, and I saved myself €100 on it. Paid 120 as opposed to 220. So the camera setup at the moment is of course very, very heavy with the battery grip and also the second battery, but it's turning out to be a really, really nice setup. I find first of all that the battery grip is great because you get a grip on it while being able to hold it tight to yourself rather than having to do it up and be like a broken winged seagull. So that's the first thing that the battery grip really gives. The other thing is it gives weight, and with the weight you're able to hold it very still. There's no image stabilization built into it, and of course that therefore makes a difference whether you can brace it really well when you need to take a shot. I find it heavy, but I'm okay with that. I have no problem. It really works for me, and it's, I suppose, a throwback to when I had the Mamiya, which was also a very heavy camera. The downside at the moment, the only problem I've found, I suppose it's this issue that the viewfinder is not 100%, and that makes a difference. The wider it is, of course, the greater the amount of image either side, above and below, that you can't actually see. So I've got a few cases where I've looked at it and the picture I've got has got half a person in it or a leg, and that's no good. So I've still got to work on that, of course, and get used to it and try and picture it in my mind to compensate for the fact that the viewfinder doesn't show everything that's going to be in the picture. Other than that, I find it's a really, really nice piece of kit. The interesting thing is the battery life seems to go on forever and ever. I needn't have bothered with the battery grip from a point of view of power. I still haven't recharged these since about September. Okay, so I haven't taken thousands of shots, but certainly it's been keep going, and doesn't seem to have a problem. Very nice piece of kit. Doesn't replace my Nikon, but it's certainly something that I feel very, very comfortable working with, and is great fun. It's very different to the Nikon, which is capable but also complicated. This, on the other hand, gives me a system which gets me concentrated on what I'm trying to do, and I find that really interesting. Well, thought I'd share it with you, and I hope that helps.